If you bring a medical malpractice lawsuit against a hospital, why is it that sometimes there will be multiple attorneys who represent not just the hospital, but individual doctors who are in the hospital? You want to know the answer? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. So now, when you bring a lawsuit against a doctor, we are obligated to go after and also name the individual doctors who treated you, who you believe caused you harm as a result of their carelessness. There are instances where those doctors are technically not employees of the hospital. In that instance, what will happen is there will be separate attorneys representing the doctors who are now part of a faculty practice or private attendings who are now practicing within the hospital who have privileges to practice at the hospital. So depending upon how they are physically related to that hospital, whether they are an employee, such as a resident in training, a doctor in training, or whether they are part of a faculty practice that works within the hospital, or whether they are a private attending physician who has an office outside of the hospital but has privileges to work within the hospital and to see and treat patients in the hospital, that will determine whether or not they have their own attorney. So that's why when we bring a lawsuit for medical malpractice, you may notice that even though you're suing the hospital and the doctors who worked within the hospital, there may be 2, 3, 4, or even more attorneys who represent the individual people that we have sued. So why do you need to know this information? You need to know this because if you're contemplating bringing a lawsuit, you may think, hey, when we bring a lawsuit, there's only going to be one attorney for all the people that you've sued. Not necessarily. There might be. There might be one attorney who represents the hospital and all the employees within the hospital, but then again, there might not. You know, I realize you're watching this because you've got questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you've got questions about your particular matter and you're contemplating bringing a lawsuit, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, G-E-R-R-Y, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's quick video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.